Welcome to Ground Zero nightclub in Traverse City. We're here with Scarkasm. They just got done playing on stage for show tonight for Pop Evil. How you doing, guys?
Doing great, man. How you doing, man?
Good. Just a few questions to ask you guys. What are some of the influences that got you into playing your instruments and the music that you're into?
The cool thing is we have some pretty broad. We cover some pretty good ground. I love Megadeth. Dave Mustaine's one of my heroes. Dimebag Darrell loved his playing, Pantera, that kind of stuff. And the older I get, the more I kind of pull from everywhere I can. But those are Dave Mustaine was kind of the guy who made me pick up a guitar back in the day. So, for me.
How about you guys?
For me, definitely starting out with Metallica. Cliff Burton was the man back in the day, and then Rex Brown from Pantera, also a major influence of how I play. I also get into Justin Chancellor from Tool. He's also just amazing. There's a lot of really good bass players out there, so there's a lot of good influences and stuff, but that's the main stuff. Metallica is really what got me going playing. So
I started out a Kiss fan, so for me it's about the show. It's about
Where's the
entertaining.
Where's the makeup?
Well, we could do an interview about that someday too.
We could do that,
yeah. So for me, I love all music. I learn something from everything, and I share the same influence as these guys, but I started because of Kiss and the show. I was drawn in by the spectacle. So.
Now, how long have you guys been together as a band?
We started Scarkazm back in 2011, so this project is still quite new with that under this name. But we've worked together in other projects over, 16 years. So, and then you have different
It's a long
bands.
time.
And it's amazing that they can still stand me. So.
Yeah.
So.
Question is, how'd you guys come up with your name, Scarkasm?
Go ahead, Adam.
Come on, Adam.
The short version.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were, bouncing names back and forth, and never really. Nothing was really grabbing. And then one night, I'm sitting there just chatting with my wife, and she mentions a friend of hers that was having surgery, and she said the name Scarkasm. Talked about, what if she's having Scarkasm, something like that, and wait a minute, Scarkasm, I told the guys, and we're kicking it back and forth. It was pretty cool, but we didn't quite solidify yet until we came up with the logo. Jeff started messing with some different fonts and all that and once we saw the logo, that was it for us. So there it is right there. It goes nice on t-shirts and drum heads and all. It looks good on there. Guitar picks, so that was what did it.
Yes.
For upcoming kids or artists coming up, what advice would you have for them starting in the music business?
My advice is play. Just play. Find someone that wants to play live music and play. Mm-hmm. Whatever you have to do to play in front of people is what you should do.
Get out of the basement. Don't stay in your basement and whatever. You gotta get out in front of people
And learn as much as you can. Soak it all up. So, and that's what we're still doing too. There's always, every day we wake up, there's always more for us to learn. So, maybe that's one of the ways I feel that I'm still progressing as a musician is knowing how much I still have to learn.
Yep. Keep an open mind. There's always someone better. If you start thinking that you're the best, then you're really gonna limit yourself.
Hope not. I gotta steal more tricks from more people.
Yeah, right.
There's so many things to can learn from other people.
And find guys that you're friends with that you can play with. You have to be able to stand. Like, we get along great.
Mm-hmm. It's a family.
Yeah.
It's not just a band. So.
Yeah, this was put together for. We hosted open mic here in town for a while, and we threw it together just for that. We brought in our instruments. It was a full production open mic, but we had so much fun doing that, and the vibe was great. That was one of a key thing that we think for having a band be successful is the vibe between the guys. And
it clicks.
And all of us, just one day we started, hey, we're gonna try putting together some tunes of our own and taking it to a level, and here we are. It seems to work. At least for us, it feels good. So.
What do you guys see in the future? What do you guys want for the future for Scarkasm?
I want that big tour bus that Pop Evil's got. That's what I want.
Well, they're probably not in it right now.
That's true.
Where's the keys?
Where did it go? We want to take it as far as we can. As far as whoever has the final say will let us. Take it around the world, whatever, and hopefully we get a chance to, just keep building it.
Sky's the limit.
We'd love to hook onto a tour, a small tour with, or whatever we. In this business, you got to take what you can get. So if someone offers you one opening date, you jump on it. If they offer you a series of them, you just got to take what you can get.
Yeah, you can't be greedy, that's for sure.
You know.
Be a team player and try to, within our band, but also with other bands, keep a, good camaraderie and all about putting on a good show. So.
Now, other bands that you guys have played with, what influences have they given you, or stuff that you've seen them do that you're like, wow, that's made you guys better as a band? Do you feel?
For me, it probably happens sometimes when I'm not even aware of it. Just watching, the last band, of course, opened for Pop Evil Tonight, and we opened for Hell Yeah back in August here, and of course, Vinnie Paul's a legend, and just watching him play, whatever song it is awesome, and get along with whenever he comes through. Tom Maxwell from the band is very cool, and just once again, just kind of watch.
I always
watch them when they
the
don't
bass
think we're
players
watching
from the bands and just try to, oh, that's a
That's
cool
your
move.
problem.
I'm going to try that. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens, man. That's why I'm so far behind.
Pick it up, man.
Pick it up.
What's your guys' upcoming schedule looking like for shows?
Constantly playing the weekends. We'll play shows like these whenever they come through and we're open, but we play a lot of the smaller places around town, out of town, downstate, and we have the album that we put out last August, Revolutionize, full album with all our own stuff, and we've already started ideas for the next one. So, and we have a couple music videos out on our website. Well, one is on there right now. One will be put on there. It's freshly done. It's going to be on there tomorrow with Scarkasm.com, and trying to cover all our bases.
Nice. So how do you guys find time to write new material when you guys are playing all the time and stuff like that? How do
Adam
you find
does
the
a lot
time?
of the writing, so
Yep. Yeah, he's the
we
genius
just lock him
behind
in a
it.
room and he does it. He doesn't have a choice.
Yep.
Right?
I
And
think
again,
so.
which works. It keeps me out of trouble. Not to my own devices. I don't get anything done.
So I think that he's the lyric writer and you guys are the melody.
Actually, he does a lot of it.
He does
Oh,
a lot of, he's the genius behind it.
Thanks. So far, this is kind of the way the first one turned out. Not that was intentional, but that's just kind of the way it turned out. And you can't never really say where inspiration comes from. Sometimes they'll lock me in the room, and for 2 or 3 hours I'll play and nothing will hit me. Other times I'll be driving in the car and wait a minute, and get back to the studio and bam, that's cool. And so I can never really say where it comes from. It's just I try to have whatever we want to work with hit me. Okay, this could be something here. You get kind of a feeling for me when something could be good.
Now I see you guys got your merchandise and everything set up, CDs, t-shirts, stuff like that. Now where can fans or anybody come and get a hold of you guys to get merchandise from you guys?
Scarkasm.com. Off the website, there's links, or there should be. If there isn't, to buy merch.
It's on there,
Yep.
And
then we
also
have-
for the CDs and stuff.
We have all the merch and CDs at every show that we do. The bigger ones or the smaller ones, wherever we're at, we have that stuff. And
Albums available on. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's available on like iTunes and Amazon and
CD Baby.
CDB everywhere. I mean,
we're on rotation on Spotify a little bit now, and we have download cards, the full-length album, depending on what's the format. Some people like different ones, so
Yeah.
Try to-
purchase songs too, just individual songs if you want. So
Facebook, we're trying to make it, and that's another key too, make your stuff as accessible as possible in the music
you gotta
business.
get in people's faces.
Now, you have to hand it to them, because And we have a Scarkasm app too. He designed that.
Yes.
good job. Good job.
Doesn't work
We're
with the
missing
iPhone,
something.
though, but-
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I appreciate you guys taking the time out doing this interview and everything. I know you guys are busy. You got fans out there waiting, so I'll let you guys go. And I want to say thanks again.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for
very
doing
much,
what
man.
you're doing.
Hope you guys.